Hello, this is Brian Willingham. I'm working here on my project for the organizational profile. And so much of this has stirred up so many memories for me of things that I've actually done um, that I didn't realize I was doing. I was doing it instinctively before I took this class. And I remember with my church here that I remember even making this particular poster board and creating these communications about um, changing our church and that Bristol United Methodist Church would be a multicultural church seeking a better relationship with God and community. And this was a motto that we created upon my leadership in the church. And Bristol United Methodist Church in Flint was a predominantly white church that started in 1837, and I am the first black pastor of the church. And the church is in the midst of a cultural shift, especially since COVID-19. And I realized too that I was the best person um, and to be chosen for this in my military background and my policing background. I had a lot of leadership opportunities with people of different races and cultures. And so this was a good assignment for me, although it hasn't been an easy assignment. And so our workforce recruitment process was number one, that we create a team of positive greeters at our church because, many times people wander in on their own. They're looking for a new organization, a new church to belong to. And so, we had to create a positive team of people to greet strangers and make people feel welcomed. And in many cases, we have gotten new members with this because later they will tell you, well, we went to different places and they just didn't make us feel welcome. But when we came here, we felt welcomed. And so we chose this church. And so we created a new model, again, a multicultural church seeking a better relationship with God and community was our new motto, and there was again new communication pieces, new flyers, new things on the PowerPoint. We went to door-to-door campaigns out in the community, passing out flyers, talking to people, telling them about our new motto, a new mission. We created outreach ministries where we feed homeless. We go to homeless shelters and do ministries with people in shelters, create programs for them here at our church, launching a new Facebook and social media campaign, just overall rebranding um, the church. And the use of team dynamics was that I created teams. And again, I did a lot of these things instinctively. And so this class really, again, just steers up for me things that I've already done and processes that I've already done just here in this one church. And so we created teams to change the worship service. There were ways that we had to make it more inclusive for different types of people, different types of music, different types of expression. Created leadership teams just in general leadership, teaching of Bible, teaching of leadership principles, trying to prepare new leaders in the church, finding the gifts and talents of the people in your congregation and trying to hone those so we could grow the organization by creating leadership teams, creating new training programs. Many times, this is key for a church, the type of Bible studies, the type of things you're teaching outside of the sanctuary, your proficiency in the Bible, and again, how you teach it, how you train people to be able to use the Bible principles for leadership. And the conflict management and communication was, again, having a new pastor of a different culture. It created some barriers initially in preaching style and delivery, communication style and delivery between cultures is different. And so intentional efforts had to be made to find the common ground between cultures, find a common language, sometimes finding um, cultural references that people in your communication, in your congregation can relate um, to establish the connection. And again, finding a communication style in which we can be comfortable with one another and make the connection, the bond, if you will. And over a 3, 4 year period, we've been able to do that. But it was definitely a work to be able to do, to be the first African American pastor in a predominantly white church and be able to cross, again, the communication barrier. But we've been able to do it and communicating the idea that I've always believed that it's not what you take away whenever you lead. It's not what you take away, it's what you add. And so try to eliminate that fear of elimination because anytime you have a cultural change, especially in leadership, then people fear that their culture will be attacked or that their culture will be eliminated. And we do live in something that we call cancel culture. And so I think many people are afraid of being a part of cancel culture, being victims of cancel culture. And what I try to let people know is when we're trying to build a multicultural ministry, we're not looking to eliminate anyone or any one culture, or we're not looking to attack anybody's culture. What we're looking to do is diversify the images and diversify the people that we honor and let people know that all cultures will be respected. All cultures will be honored because all of us have indeed contributed something to the good of religious organizations. And so structural changes were, again, looking at the structure of worship, the things that we're doing in worship, making sure that they are edifying to everyone participating. We had to have some major changes in the way we handled money and finances that improved our church. There was always the issue of trustees and health and safety and maintenance of the church, and where we had to install a dumpster system, something as simple as that gave us a more effective way of disposing of waste in the church and actually made our church safer in terms of health and safety. Evangelism and outreach is a continuous thing of going out of the church and engaging the community and letting people know that you want them here. Fundraising was something that is needed as well as congregational care. And so my background again is an authoritarian, military, police officer, but I do have a participative leadership style, and I had to grow in terms of leadership development, delegation, and trusting others. And so these are the things that I've learned in this class. I'm very grateful for it, and I look forward to continued growth. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.